Mainland 98.3FM, the third day in the month of February 2020. Yes, the 3rd of February 2026. And it's an indication, a reminder that it's just a matter of time. Before you know it, January has come to an end and we are already in February. And for those that have been wanting to key into the properties in Agri Investment Limited, you want to secure a farmland, we're talking about the bonuses, if emphasized, reiterated, hammered on it, that you grab your copy as early as possible. This is February. We have extended our promo till the end of January, and this is February. So lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that for those that have showed interest, that you still want to buy before the end of the promo, you have done that. But anyway, whichever which way, I know that the best will happen. But let's see what Arcview has in store for us this morning. So you're welcome to Arcview After Hour on Mainland 98.3FM, the son of Lagos. And as always, I have Mr. Paris with me. Good morning, Mr. Paris. Good to have you.
Good morning.
And happy new month.
Happy new month to our listeners out there, and good morning to everybody.
Right. And also, I have the head, credit and risk management, Arcview Microfinance Bank, formerly Prospect Microfinance Bank, Ms. Mary Lowen. Good morning and happy new month to you.
Good morning, Lady Mo. Good morning to our listeners.
And of course, he has decided to remove the shoes and wear it by himself this morning. Mr. Emmanuel, who will be representing the CEO and the Investment Limited. Good morning, Mr. Emmanuel. Happy New Month to you.
Yes, good morning to all our listeners. Happy New Month.
Okay. All right. Happy New Month. Quickly, I want you to put out these numbers before I engage them on the opportunities so far and how you can still go about securing properties for yourself and also the farmland for those that still want to start planting or rearing of animals, whatever it is. For Arcview Investment Limited, just put this number down: 080 222 42669. 080 222 42669 or 0802 843 0513. 0802 843 0513. You can just say it is Arcview Investment Limited. And for Arcview Microfinance Bank, 091 6000 4922. 091 6000 4922 or 0916 480 5000. That's 5 weeks, 3 zeros. 0916 480 5000. All right. Let's kickstart as always with the farmland, Mr. Pius. Well, this is February.
Yeah, this one is
So tell us what's new about the farmland.
Yeah, the only new thing that we can see now categorically is, of course, our promos are over. A lot of people have actually been queuing for the promo ends. So for now, the promo has ended. But with Arcview Investment Limited, we think of our clients first. Our clients are priority. And we always find it really for us to reach a common ground to always attend to their needs, no matter how. Arcview as a company, we are flexible. Like I said, we are customer centric. So we always think of our customers first. And no matter how, even when promo ends, there are some clients that still come in like, we virtually made a file before the promo and is there any way we could accommodate them? Like I said, Arcview is always ready to attend to whoever. But presently, the promos over and the price of farmland has actually gone up to 750,000 a plot, and the minimum is a 3 plots. The 3 plots is going for 2,250,000 for 1.5. So you can imagine those are actually killing at 1.5 and actually getting about 50% off their money already. So you can imagine, so for you that paying 1.5 already, the property is actually appreciated by 750, so that 50% in less than 1 week. So the smart investors are actually killing and they're actually smiling because the truth of the matter is the price is still going to go up because the more development coming to that area, of course, we see a lot of things happening, changes, there are some clients might decide like I just want to have this property for just investment sake. Let me see how I can do it. I can flip it in about a year, 2 years, and by that time there might not be any land to sell around there anymore, and the viability of that land would have actually gone up, appreciate so much, and before you know it, you can even decide to do whatever. Like I always say, when you buy a farmland, it's not for lease, it's permanent ownership. So once you get it, you only own that space. So you can do whatever you want. You can even build a farmhouse there, build a farmhouse there, and just go there to relax inside, just feel the nature at its best. And again, the security there is becoming very, very, very tight. It's even secured already. Thank God that the issue of kidnapping has actually gone down drastically in the southwest. At least I can categorically say that. So things are getting a bit better, and it can only get better. So for those that actually keyed in early enough, I would say keep smiling, smile to the bank, and the money is actually appreciating for you already. So you are getting to one sleep to keep two bed. What is appreciated, and you are farming with it. So you can decide to okay, I want to give out like a plot or two to someone, and cash out. And before you know, everything is there. So for the benefit of those that have not, listened to us for the very first time, we're talking about Arcview farm estates in the state, in the Shima precisely, but actually local government very close to accessible to you. And I can tell you now that a lot is happening on that corridor already. Government presence is actually showing. And once there is government presence anywhere, the price of any property will definitely go up. And that is why we say property will always go up. That is only one thing that God has made and we continue to appreciate. It will never stop appreciating. It will continue to appreciate. As long as those that have a foresight, come in and invest time. So the benefit of those that listen to us in the very first time, we are still open for business. The price of farmland estate has moved from 500,000 to 750,000, and the minimum the estate comes with all documents in both your deed of assignment and the survey. The survey is there where the land is actually situated, where your farmland starts and where it ends. So we always advise people if you get there, you do like a corner piece just to secure your environment. You don't need to spend so much. People have been asking me, it's working. Now that I've actually gotten the land, how will I have to face it wrong? There's no need fencing now, spending so much money. I would always advise put that money into investing, into cultivating the land. Do the clearance. But like I said, I will continue to give back to our client. The clearing is still 50% discount. That one is still there. You get in and it's to clear. So for example, if it's to clear like an acre or even 3 plots, the minimum plot is maybe 100,000. I'm using an example. You pay 50,000 at least. That promo is still it will continue to be there because that is only one way that we want to encourage people to come at least because you have to clear. That's the first thing we do first. We clear before you now start taking the next step to do. So the land is there, it's valuable, it's very, very, very good. And I will continue to say, I remember 2 years ago that we traveled. I said it last week, 2 weeks ago, but I will not stop saying it. When we got to Turkey, what we saw in the airport, we eat what we grew, we do what we eat. So we can do that in Nigeria. We can eat what we grew and grow what we eat in Nigeria. For Arcview, we've actually started that already. After starting that already, we're even planting on our own and we want to eat what we grow and grow what we eat. Enough of buying junk foods, enough of buying canned foods, imported things that we can grow here. So we want to cultivate that habit of actually growing, eat what we grow and grow what we eat in our business. And for those people that cannot afford it, that complain about, okay, for example, I'm a working class person, I don't have the bulk money. Arcview have actually in the position itself in every way to answer whatever needs you have. So that is why we have the microfinance bank, which is called Arcview microfinance bank, and they are there to attend to you. And the sweetest part of this deal is you don't need to bring any collateral. The land itself is a collateral. Are you getting me? So just have a viable source of income, you're earning well, and that is all. Just come to Arcview. You are there. Miss Mary will definitely throw more light on that for the benefit of those that they don't have the form and yet are interested in getting the farm.
All right. Since you have been able to mention that, so basically, before we move to Ms. Mary Lawan, the minimum of 3 plots are now from 500,000 naira
To 750.
per plot is now 750 naira. Thank you. We will come back for more verification. But let's come to Ms. Mary Lawan. Since you have been brought in the conversation, help us out with the loan, how to secure the loan, or you're also increasing the amount of of the interest rates.
Good morning once again. Okay, so for the loan, the interest rate is not increasing. Okay. And yes, we heard that the price of the land has increased from 500 to 750. So 3 plots is now 2 million. That's a lot to take out for the capital. So Arcview can take that burden off of you. You can make the money available to Arcview investments in tech, and you can pay us installment over a period of 24 months. That's 2 years. So, and the repayment is quite flexible, and it's, can be structured to suit your flow of income so that repayment will be convenient for you. The interest again is quite competitive. It is not increasing.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's quickly come to Mr. Emmanuel on the other properties. I mean, we have really emphasized on the farmland. I'm sure definitely there are other properties that people can also invest in and buy.
Thank you. I mean, when Mr. Barrett was talking, and something came to my mind that those that actually subscribe, I'm very sure they'll be happy that because towards the last lap of last month we were here trying to tell our prospect and say, please offer value by stock class, and I'm very sure those that actually subscribe. Congratulations to you, and for our would-be intending prospect, please do well to also subscribe, because one thing about real estate is you have high capital appreciation on your investment, so you can never go wrong. So I'm not going to start with an estate we call Treasure Island Estate on Obalogi via Okere. As at last month, we're selling for 1.3 total package all inclusive, but we have actually increased. The land as at that time was selling for 550, and we have documentation for 750, which is 1.3. And we also did discounts. Do that. We have 10% discounts. We paid like 1.2 or thereabout. But as I'm talking to you now, the land is now 1 million naira. Can you imagine that? And you have documentation for 750,000. So if you want to get
not 500.
Not 550.
550 rather.
Yes. So it's now 1 million. And because the Goa road in that estate is now the work is ongoing. There's a lot of things. Hopefully, maybe at the end of the year. So you can get a plot of land measuring approximately 500 square meter for 1 million, and documentation for 70. So if you want to get a plot of land in Okere now, it's 1,750,000. Let's take that. And also we have another estate around the Hilltop estate of Alagbado. We call it Treasure Hilltop Estate, Command Alagbado, and we're still selling. It's one of our viable estates. So you can get a plot of land for 40 million naira. For those that want to get half plot, it's 25 million naira. And for those that are looking for getting, if you want to buy a house, you want to get a 3-bedroom bungalow to finish. When we say to finish, it's just like saying 85% complete. You can also do final finishing to your taste. So you can get a 3-bedroom bungalow to finish for 55 million. And also, if you want to get 4-bedroom duplex, I mean, some people want luxury. So you want to get 4-bedroom duplex, you're selling for 85 million naira. Now we have another estate in Ikorodu along the Gogobaiti Road. So you can get a plot of land in that estate. We did promo that last year, last month. You can get a plot of land there that last month was 13.5 million, but now it's going back to the normal price, which is 15 million naira for a plot, and you can get half plot for 8 million naira. And for those that want to buy house is still selling for 75 million. And of course, a lot of people have been coming to Ikorodu, not because of anything, because of the development that is coming to Ikorodu. because along that estate, that route we have our estate, we have a ferry that takes people from Ikorodu down to the highland. So imagine after the fourth mainland bridge is completed, the price of land in that axis will be competing with that of the island. So that's why we are telling our prospects, even our intending clients to also make hay while the sun shines. Because development is coming, Lagos is developing, so we want you to take advantage of that. So invest in Treasure Island Estate, that is in Ikorodu. Please make sure you get something there. And we have another estate in Lasama that we call the Treasure Homes. It's a 3-bedroom apartment, and you can get, before we were selling at that last month we were on promo, we did the 10% promo. We are selling for 90 million naira. We are now in the new price, which is the new price now is 100 million. Wow. To get the 3-bedroom apartment in that estate. So those that bought 10, 10 million off. But wow. We've not gone back to the normal price, which is 100 million. Please go where to reach out to us. We have another estate, on the highland along the Ibedileke axis. Ibedileke is said to be the new Lagos. You have the likes of Dangote refineries, the Lekki deep seaport, the free trade zone, the newly proposed Lagos International Airport is coming to that axis. But Arcview as a company, we are positioned. Almost all our estates are strategic. Before we start our estate, we always look at the right location so that our would-be investors, when they look at it and say, oh, we can invest in this particular estate, what are the development that will come? Because one thing about siting or buying property, you look at the developments. So we have an estate along the Veduleke axis. We call it Itera Treasure Estate. The estate is close to those landmarks I just mentioned, and you can get a plot of land, 40 million naira, 500 square meter. And those that want to buy 3-bedroom bungalow to finish is still available for 55 million. Those that want to get a 4-bedroom duplex is still available for 90 million. And some people will say, all these millions are equal that you are talking. Almost all our payment plan are flexible. You can be as low as 5 million. You can start initial deposit, spread the balance for 12 months, no interest. And you can only get that in Arcview. If you go to other estates, they will say, oh, the interest on this particular estate is this, but Arcview, because the one thing about us is we are the largest provider of affordable homes in Nigeria. If you want to buy, if you go to Norway, you see Arcview there. If you go to the Highland, you see Arcview there. Go to Ibadan, we are there. So this is just calling you, check this estate that is available, that fits up. We have every of your budgets is an estate that fits in what we have at the moment. And so we have another estate in Ekwe. One thing I've always tell people is Ekwe is said to be the home of aquatic splendor, where you can get the best of things. I don't know if I've been to Ekwe before. Ekwe is quite serene, nice, one of the most peaceful local governments in Lagos. So we have an estate there, along the Atlantic All School in Poka Ekwe. So you can get a plot of land for 10 million, 500 square meter, half plots for 5 million, and you can spread the balance for 1 year with no interest. So you can only get that in Arcview. So let me quickly move to Mowe. We have Mowe. Some people will say Mowe is far. From our estates down to Mowe is less than 10 minutes like on the traffic free day. Mowe is not actually far. It's not far. Like those days, there's no traffic. So we have over 5 estates. One thing about Arcview is that we have built over 10,000 houses and delivered with over 25,000 clients, and we have been in this business for over 15 years and counting. So when we talked about Arcview development, it is not today. We have track record of what we have been able to deliver. So we have an estate called Bluestone 2.0 exclusive. It's one of our hottest estate at the moment. Where you can get a plot of land for 15 million. Before we are actually on promo, we've gone back to the normal price, and you can get half plot for 10 million. And for those that want to buy a house, we have made it so easy for you that you can have all your, instead of saying you are paying for documentation, the total package for a 3-bedroom bungalow to finish in our estate at Bluestone 2.0, it is 47.5 million. So once you pay that, you don't need to pay any other charges again. So we have another estate called Treasure Island Estate. We offer that the phase 2. Alright, we have sold out the phase 1. The phase 1 we have sold we have over 1,000 units of 2 and 3-bedroom bungalows. It's one of the biggest private real estates in that Mowe axis. So for the phase 2, we are also reciprocating what we are building in phase 1 in phase 2. Alright. So if you want to get a plot of land in Treasure Island Estate, we offer that phase 2. It's 5 million naira. Half plot is 3 million. And those that want to buy a house, the 3-bedroom bungalows, the finish is selling for 42.5 million. And this estate, you don't have to bring all the money. I mean, when you are hearing millions, it is not, you don't have to bring everything at once. You can have the flexible payment plan actually. With as low as 500,000 naira, you can start, spread your balance for 1 year with no interest. So I'm going to wrap up with Ibadan. We have two estates in Ibadan, and one is at Monia in Ibadan. For those of us that are in Ibadan, we know Monia very well. We have an estate called Treasure Island Estate Monia. You can get a plot of land for 1.5 million. Half lot for 800,000 naira. It's still selling up until now. So be sure you grab your copy. And we have another estate at Osengiri, Ibadan. You know, Osengiri is around that Ibadan expressway, close to the likes of Adishiri Camp, Simesi Camp or Prophet Road. So our estate is directly opposite the church. So for those that want to come to the camp and you want to have somewhere to stay, I would recommend Treasure Island Estate Osengiri, where you can get a plot of land for 6 million. 500 square meter, half lots for 3 million naira. And we also have house that we're selling. You want to buy a 3-bedroom bungalow, pre-finished, we sell for 45 million naira. So these are the estates that you can actually subscribe. You don't even have to, for those of some of our Nigerians that are in diaspora, and you also want to just have something back home, this is the best time to buy. Because I mean, in the next few years, you can't get it the price you are getting. Just like what Mr. Fayed was saying, those that subscribe there, that's the last month, the same price they bought, their money has actually appreciated. So I want to encourage all our prospects to make this decision. And Arcview is a reputable company that you can actually bank on. We have been in this business for over 15 years and counting. There's no court case, there's no legal issue. You can never see anybody calling us out on social media. So we have our track record. So please do well to come to our office at 314 Ikorodu Road, Anthony Bus Stop in Lagos. Yeah.
All right, I also ask you a question, but before then, let me quickly call the numbers again. 080-222-42669. That's for Arcview Investment Limited. 080-222-42669. Or 0802-843-0513. 0802-843-0513. For Arcview Microfinance Bank, you can reach out via 091 6000 4922, 091 6000 4922, or 0916 480 5000, 0916 480 5000. Just wait. For those that subscribe during the promo and they are spreading their payment across, I hope the new price does not affect.
No, it does not affect.
Okay.
So once you subscribe during the promo, so whatever you are paying still stands.
Okay. Mr. Pius,
Yeah.
why did you speed your face? Like, why
I actually
carry your opinion?
Most of our clients are actually giving people the training. You keep coming to create a training about how this thing is. And a lot of them really snap enough, quickly keen before that time. I would say congratulations to you. But for those that are still interested, they're still, Arcview still open. The doors are open to attend to it. Like I said, Arcview is a very flexible company. We're one of the companies that started a flexible payment plan, 0 interest. So with Arcview, once you are paying flexible and you're able to meet up within that duration, the contract that was given to you, you're free. Arcview is there, and we're well positioned to make sure that your dream to own anything, will definitely come true.
All right, Ms. Mary, any addition?
Just to encourage people to key in and take advantage of the opportunities that are available, and also, on both ends, through the financial support for the council. So,
All right, Mr. Manu?
Yes, just like Mr. Fayos has said, the best time to buy is now. There's no way to buy.
All right.
Yep.
Is now. Definitely, you want to key now so you can enjoy whatever profits you get from it afterwards. So you just think yourself afterwards that after 7 o'clock, yeah, I did great. I took the right step. All right, that'll be the size of the family. Thank you very much, Ms. Mary Olawe, for your time.
thank you, Lady Mara. Thanks for having me.
Mr. Myers, thank you very much.
See you next week.
Right, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you once again. Just do well to reach out to Arcview Investment Limited and Arcview Microfinance Bank, and you start whatever investment you want to start in good terms. I remain more with Akino, so you'll be leaving in the hands of the able hands of Victor at one.